Lows, man. How's it, guys? Yeah, so currently looking at the market now, I'm in this trade here. I'm aiming just to take out these lows here. Okay. So essentially, if you look at the 5 minute, just gonna wait a couple of seconds here. Yeah, so like I said, I am short here at this level. So basically was waiting for this pretty much like the whole day. Obviously, there's not much volume in the market at the moment, but I am looking out to just take out these lows at around about 29.82. Yeah. So we'll have to wait and see how this plays out. But essentially, just looking to take out these current lows. Okay. So yeah, at the moment I am short here. Yeah. So you can see essentially it was basically just a trend line breakout, right? If we have a look here, what the market's been doing is just doing this, right? The whole day, making these lower lows. And like right over here, we had that break. So once we had that break, essentially just targeting these lows here. The Wi-Fi is bugging a little bit, but let's have a look here. I'm sure it should be back. Should be back. Yeah, I think it is back now. Yeah, basically just trying to target these lows. Yeah, we have a look at the 15 minutes. Same thing goes here. 15 broke the lows. We broke this level here, which is what I was looking at as well. This was a level that we needed to take out. What I would like to see is some type of closure below this level. Okay, so once we see a closure below here, we should see this start to come down a bit more. Yeah, but I mean this just 30-minute is creating a top wick now at the moment. So let's see. But essentially, I think it's working now. But yeah, let's see. I think it is working now, yeah. So this is my setup now. I am short. If you guys did join, I did take this short a couple minutes ago. But yeah, I want to see what we're going to see here is potential retest. Okay, so basically, what could happen here is price. Price would need to do it like this. Okay, so I'm expecting price to come back, tap into this level here, and then see more downside. Okay, so yeah, I mean it is a short trade. It's only around about 0. Let's have a look here. It's only really 0.38%. Okay, but it is very decent. I would take this trade any other day. Okay, so let's see how this plays out. I will be going over some other coins, as we might see a bit of downside here for a couple other coins. So let's see at the moment what we have. Let's have a look at Ethereum. Yeah, so on my chart right now, you can see that I have this level here, okay? So basically it tells you the session's highs and lows, okay? So the session's low from Tokyo session was 1851, okay? The session high was 167, okay? 1867. So essentially, right, this level here, that's fine. Basically, this is our high over here, and then this is our low. Okay, so we have around about of a range of 0.81%. Okay, so for Ethereum, it's not that big of a range, but obviously it is worth looking at here. So if we have a look at the higher time frames here, let's have a look. The 15-minute closed bearish. So what's important to note here is that it did close below this range here. Okay, so that's obviously bearish, right? Let's see here. So this was the range, right? So when you look left, what has happened every single time? Right? Whenever we close below this range, what tends to happen is we tend to come down. Okay, we tend to come down like this, right? Close below, came down. Close below, came down, right? So every time we close below this range, we tend to come down here. So Ethereum looks like it's probably going to tap into these lows. But I'm not going to take another trade because I am short on Bitcoin, like I told you guys earlier. If you guys did take this trade, I think it should play out. The risk reward is quite decent. It's not a massive trade because our range is so small today. But essentially, this is the setup. This is the setup, okay? Just looking to take out those lows at 29,082, okay? So if you guys do have a chart that you want me to go over, just put it in the chat and I'll go over it. But let's see how this plays out. Because the whole day has just been very, very rangy, right? So in my Telegram group, I was speaking about this. So we have a look at the 1 hour chart, right? So our 1 hour resistance at the top here, and our 1 hour support is here. So essentially, trading in this range now is just based on the 5-minute chart. So it's more like a short-term trade. But once we start to break this 29,000 area, the next level is this area, 28,500, okay? And if we start breaking to the upside here, the next level is 29,600. So and it's important to just note what the higher time frame is doing. Obviously, this is what's been happening, right? Just take a look here, right? Rejection, 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 rejection. So there's been around about 4, you can even call this one a rejection here, okay? So around about 5 rejections. Yeah, sure, I'll go over a file now. Let's actually have a look at file. Let's actually have a look here. Yeah, file looks bearish, yeah, okay. So this is interesting. Yeah, this was the trade I actually took on file the other day. It was a beautiful setup. I remember I posted this in the Telegram group a while ago. So yeah, essentially, let me just take this off. Let's have a look here. Let me just remove this. Okay, so if you look at Filecoin right now, right? This does not look good, okay? So it's important to note where's our highs, where's our lows, right? So look over here, right? We had this high, lower high, another lower high, and another lower high, right? So essentially what's happening is we're making this downtrend here, right? Price is pretty much in this range, okay? So what we could expect for Filecoin is something we're going to have to monitor on the lower time frames here, okay? So the reason why I say on the lower time frames is because we know our structure, right? Our structure is bearish. So there's no point of, if we're day trading, right? We can look at the 4 hour, but it's important to just note that we bearish here. Okay, so it looks like we are ripping to the downside. Let's have a look at the 1 hour. Where's our lows here? Okay, we got rejected here. Let's have a look. Support is over here. We can actually move this down a little bit, right over there, okay? So that's our support for Filecoin. Yeah, so essentially what I like to do is, I'll grab my fib tool from the move to the top. So we take it from the top to your target, right? And what I would expect, because obviously we're bearish now, and taking sells right now is just not a good idea, because obviously we're probably going to hit this level, it's around about a % move, but we might wick into these zones, okay? So what I would expect here, I'm expecting this to happen here, okay? And then more downside. So yeah, so what I'll do is I'll probably set a alert over here, okay, around about 4.372, and that's where I'll be looking to short the market, okay? So until we actually get that, sorry, did freeze. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so look, this is what I'm looking at for Filecoin essentially, okay? So sorry, the thing did freeze. Looking to target these lows. It's around about a 4% move. So I'm gonna wait for price to tap here, bounce off the support, come back up here, take some sells back down, okay? That's essentially what I'm looking at for Filecoin. The thing is now I'm not gonna take sells. Reason being is just it doesn't make sense, okay? Just doesn't make sense to me. Let's go back to Ethereum. Like I was saying with ETH, it broke these lows here. Okay. So what's also important, right? Like I was telling you guys earlier, this level here, 1851, is our Asian session low, right? And 1866 is our Asian session high, okay? And normally what happens is price normally trades between these ranges throughout the sessions. And if we get a break, we're most likely going to see price come back down to 1845 here, okay? Which is the Asian session low of yesterday's low, okay? So yeah, at the moment, it's important just to be patient here, but still gonna keep my trade set up here. We should see the start to dump, sorry. Let's see. Okay, so Dogecoin, yeah, I will look at Dogecoin. I just want to see how this plays out. I want to see this rip quickly, but it should be fine. Let's have a look at Doge. Yeah, so Dogecoin looks bearish here. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so let's have a look here. I actually did take a long on Doge earlier this morning. Yeah, so Dogecoin doesn't look great at all here. Okay, next level of resistance is over here. Okay, at 0.7770. Once we hit that level, we could look at a potential long. Because if you look at the market structure, right, what's been happening here? Okay, it's always important just to look at the market structure and go based off that. So the market structure is telling us that we are still bullish, right? So if price comes down to here, then we can take some positions back up to these highs, okay? But I am still bullish on Dogecoin, but I'm bearish on most other coins. But as long as price stays, it did actually lose this trend line here. I didn't actually see this. If I saw this, I would have actually taken this setup here. So you can see our price. Yeah, this would have been beautiful, right? Price was respecting this trend line, broke through. Would have been a beautiful sell here. If you took sells, you're already down 2%. This is around about a 3% trade. There's no other traffic here, so this should just carry on coming down. But taking buys on this support here could be a good option. We'll keep a monitor on that. I will let you know how I trade this. But I do want to have a look left here. Just see if there's any type of support here that's holding this price up. Now it should rip here. So you can see the range is still there. So our support is valid, yeah. I would expect price to just carry on coming down here for Dogecoin. Okay. What we can do is maybe look for an entry here. Let's see. Let's see how we can trade this. 5 minutes, yeah. Okay, so we have a 5-minute support here. So what we'll do is we need to see a break of the support here, okay? Once we see a break, then I'll take some sells. Okay, so do you understand what I'm looking for here? Because on the higher time frames, we're bearish. We're most probably going to tap into the zone. But on the lower time frame, like on the 5-minute chart, there is this support that's holding up right now, okay? So as long as price stays above here, we're probably just going to bounce, right? Which makes sense. But once we start losing this level, we can actually take some sells here. Yeah. Back down to this low. Decent setup, right? 5 minutes. Okay. So we're waiting for 5-minute closure to close below there. I'm not going to take sells now. It doesn't make sense for me to take sells now. But I will be looking at sells. I'm not looking at any buys at the moment. Okay. So we have to wait for price to close below here. Once we get a closure, then we can take some sells. Okay. That's pretty much all I'm doing at the moment. Just looking at these setups. But do you understand how, if we saw this trade here, it would have been a very, very nice setup here. See our price broke below here. Nice sell-off. Okay. So once we normally break a trend line, we do normally see a nice sell-off, and obviously we broke the Asian lows. Okay. Let's see here. Let me put an alert here so we don't miss it. Okay. So I've added an alert there, so we'll be notified when price taps into that zone. We can come back to look at Doge. See what's happening with Bitcoin. It looks like it's come up a bit. Yeah. Yeah, well, we got that closure below, right? So, I mean, I'm still going to be in this position. For me to take this position out doesn't make sense. Okay. We've created a new low. It just looks like a little bit of a run up before more downside, right? Because if you have a look at the 1-hour chart, actually the 30-minute chart, yeah. This could be a liquidity grab, to be honest. Let's have a look at the 1 minute. Let's have a look here. Yeah, it still looks fine. I still see this flipping to the downside. I don't see any type of bullish move here, to be honest. So let's see how this plays out. Let's see. And that Dogecoin trader, I mean, it looks very clean. So what I'll do is maybe just do this. Well, we'll get notified once we win that Dogecoin trade, and I'll let you guys know as well. But essentially, just waiting for price to close below. And I think Ethereum, we're looking for a trade. Oh no, we didn't. Yeah, I mean, Ethereum looks bearish, really bearish, yeah. So let's see how this 5 closes. If this 5 closes here, we can take a trade for ETH as well. What I'll be looking at here is So this is called an onion, right? Your stop loss is so small, take profits, not too decent, but it's just to take out these Asian lows. Okay. We're just waiting. Just waiting. Has to be patient here. We need to be patient, right? Dogecoin. Let's see. I think we will be able to take the setup here. Waiting for that 5-minute closure for Dogecoin. Once we get that closure, should be coming down here. Yeah, I think ETH is probably going to run away from us here. I think ETH will probably run away from us here. Once ETH breaks this low, I think we just going to see a rip. Yeah. Yeah, let's see how this plays out. I didn't take this trade, if you guys are wondering. I'm not in this setup, but I'm only in this Bitcoin short at the moment. And looking for Dogecoin short as well. Okay, so 2 setups waiting for you. And Filecoin, let me go back to Filecoin. What was happening with Filecoin? Can't see it now. It's weird. Yeah, I'm still waiting for price to come down here. So like I said, right, still waiting for this to happen. Price to hit this low, come back up here, and take some sells from this level at around about 4.371. I want to see how this 50-minute closes though. So it's 5 close bearish. Yeah, what we can do here, we can have sell stops over here. Okay. So once, yeah. Stop loss above this wick. For swing trading, yeah, sure. Let me have a look. Let me just write this in so we know what we're doing here. Sell stops, okay? So basically that's on CoinW, you can place a trigger order. So once price taps into that low, will be activated. So I'm just gonna place that order now. Yeah. Looks good. LTC. Let's have a look. Let's have a look here. So if we want to look at some swing setups, then we need to look at the higher time frames here. Shit. I've got too many drawings. 35 drawings there. Okay, delete all of those. Swing trading. I mean, there's nothing bearish really about this. If you look at the weekly time frame, okay, we have this holding up, as well as we have. What we can do here is do this. Copy this. there's a bit of a parallel channel here happening. Okay. So on the weekly time frame, yeah, I could see that we might tap into this level. Yeah. 82 to around about 82 to 87. I mean to 77. That is the zone that I'd probably look at for bars. But on the 1 hour chart here, it's not looking good. It is not looking good here. Let's see the next support. Where's the next support? Let's have a look here. This would be the level 87. So if price obviously, yeah, so if price breaks below this trend line here, possibly here would be a better setup, okay? But essentially, an XRP for swing. Yeah, I mean for swing trading, like I don't really do swing trading, but essentially you want to be buying in this box, okay? So if you want to be selling, you could probably sell now, right? To this box here. But the problem is we haven't used it. So if you sell from here, your stops would have to be above here. Your target is around about 10%. So I'll be looking at essentially targeting around about $80 here. So if you want to take the setup, I'll just go low leverage. 10% move. If you do 10 leverage, that's 100%. Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll go over XRP and I'll go over 𝗬 as well. I'll go over that now. Yeah. So this is what I'm looking at. Let's go over 𝗬. Let's have a look here. Let's take a look at the weekly first, and then we'll go over the lower time frames here. Yeah, so the weekly is looking very choppy here, to be honest with you. We can't really see much here. The problem is on the weekly, we barely have a top wick. So what that means is, I speak about not having a top wick. We have a small top wick here. But this whole from here to 78 to 68, we're probably gonna fill that area, okay? So if you look at the daily time frame, yeah, I'd probably look at bars over here. From here, okay? I will be looking at potential bars from here, just to target these highs here. Okay. The reason being, if this level gets taken out, right? If this level here at 0.6 gets taken out, we're looking at a potential massive drop here for 𝗬. Potentially, if we look at the 4 hours, see if there's any other support here. Yeah, this area here, you want to be buying this zone. Okay. Yeah, this looks very bearish though. So, but this is a potential area where you can actually accumulate some nice position here. And you just want to be targeting, I mean, you could target like a 30% move here. So what you can do is you can target that. Your stop loss would have to be below this wick here, okay? So this is more of a swing trade, to be honest. You want to go low leverage here. Not more than 10 leverage, to be honest with you guys. Just because if you're using 10 leverage, you get stopped out here at 60%, but your target is 280%, okay? So let's see how this plays out. Let's see. Yeah, I want to go back to, before I go over XRP, let me just have a look at Ethereum, because we're looking at that short, right? I want to see if we actually got tapped in there. No. Not in yet still. Okay, still not in, right? So like I said, waiting for sell stops. So we want price to take out this low, and then we'll take a position. If you guys did just join, essentially, I'm only in one trade at the moment. It's just Bitcoin short. Yeah, so I'm still just gonna hold this until my TP gets hit. To be honest with you, the trade looks clean. There's no reason for me to actually take this setup out. 15-minute create a top wick could be bearish. Yeah. Let's go over XRP quickly. Yeah, I mean, I've been trading XRP a lot here, so just sorry about all these lines. Yeah. Looks a bit messy. So what we'll do is we'll take a few of these things out. Actually, let's just remove everything. There's no point of keeping old drawings in. Okay. So crucial level here at 0.68. Okay. Very crucial area. Once we see price tap here, we should see a bounce like we saw earlier. Same with over here, bounce, right? Massive downtrend. We had a break over here. Yeah. Like at the moment, to be honest with you, I don't really like the look of this. Okay. I don't like the look of this at all. So essentially, we had this level here. Okay, so this is that was our resistance, right? I'm gonna take this out because it's kind of irrelevant now. And if we have to just draw a parallel channel here, let's have a look here. Yeah, it's been respecting. Okay, so XRP, short positions here. Sells below this level. Like that, something like that, right? Once we break below here, we'll take some sells, and then potential longs from the zone here as well. Back up to these highs or around about here, around about a 10% move. I don't think XRP will lose this level. It's made so much moves in the last couple of days, so I don't think it would actually break this level. So let's see how that plays out. But essentially, this is what I'm looking at here. Yeah, this is kind of what I'm looking at here. Okay, yeah. So that's pretty much all my setups that I have today. I do want to go over that Doge setup because I do think that's going to play out. And then obviously, if you guys did join the beginning, we did take shorts at this level here. So let's see. Dogecoins, I mean, it's coming back down, which is good. This is what we wanted, right? We wanted to take some sells. But we need to see a 5-minute closure below here, okay? I'll post this in the Telegram group just so we can see. Below 0.07882. Okay, so that's that. That's Dogecoin. And then obviously Bitcoin still in this trade. There's no volume though. It's very boring. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've got today. There's not like other setups. Obviously, those are pretty much the only setups I'm in. I'm only in this Bitcoin short. But like I said, I am looking to take this Ethereum short as well. But I'm not in that trade. And there was that Filecoin trade as well. Still waiting for that. Oh, Dogecoin's crossing. Ooh, that's interesting. Let's go to Doge. We might be able to take some sells here. We might be able to take some sells. So I'll wait for this 5 minutes to close, and then if it closes below, I'll take some sells here for Doge. Okay, get ready if you are watching. I will be taking some sells here. I will be taking some sells here. Okay, so get ready for the setup. It does look bearish to me, so we'll take advantage of this. Looks like it just started dripping. Well, let's see. Now, it's gone too quick. That's annoying. That is very, very annoying. But it's fine. If we still close like this, I'll still take the setup here. Let's see. Let's see. We need to see a bit more of a top wick here, so then we can fill this whole range. Yeah. So let's see. Let's see how this plays out. What is this? It's a 5 minute closure. There's no 15. The 15, what is that? It has a top wick. Yeah. That's what we want. We want price to come up a bit. And then we'll take some sells. It's important to wait for the closures, right? It is very important to wait for these closures. But yeah, it looks like it's about to rip. So yeah, that was the trade. That was the trade. If you guys didn't take the setup, then no worries. You can take a retest trade, yeah. Okay. It's coming up nicely here for another sell. Okay. Yeah, so if you didn't enter now, then this would be your setup. Okay, so if you enter there, looks good. But what you can do is you can wait for this 15 minute to close. Okay. If you didn't get in, because once this 15 minute closes, then obviously it's better than a 5 minute closure, right? But I don't see this recovering, to be honest with you. Bitcoin, yeah, it's tracing a little bit here. Still looks fine though. Still looks good. Just be patient. You have to be patient here, with trading especially. But you can see the idea there, right? The idea is obviously to wait for that closure, and this just could be a top wick before we come back down, right? Because like how I explain how candles work, right? Is you need to grab this liquidity before you actually come back down. Okay? If there's no liquidity to grab, then it's just gonna rip, right? So because it comes up here, then comes down, that's obviously a good sign that it's gonna actually push harder, if you know what I mean. So let's see. If it respects this level, it has to respect this level here. If it doesn't, if it closes back above here, then this trade will probably be invalid. Okay, but it looks good. If we have a look at the 1 minute, let's have a look here. Obviously, I don't really trade the 1 minute, but it's always nice to watch it. It's always good to watch it. 𝗕𝗪𝗡𝗪. What's happening with 𝗕𝗪𝗡𝗪? Nothing. I don't want to go over 𝗕𝗪𝗡𝗪. Yeah, so this is obviously Ethereum, waiting for that. Still waiting for the setup here for ETH. Yeah, let's wait for this 15 closure. Let's wait for this 15 closure. Then we should be in. Once this 15 closes bearish below this level, let's have a look here. Always important to look left to see how price reacts at this level, because essentially if you're selling below support, you need to make sure that that support is getting held up by other levels. Okay, so we need to make sure that we need to go back in time to see if that support is valid. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, it's a bit too far back. I did chart it earlier, so it's okay. I don't want to go over that again. So yep. Let's see how this 15 closes. If we close bearish here, we're probably going to rip. We've created a top wick on the 15. We've created a top wick on the 30. I don't see this not going down, to be honest. Okay. That confirms. If you want to get it now, it looks good. My entry was at 30.78. It was actually over here, the break of that low. Okay. Stop loss would be above this wick here. And that is the setup. That is the setup, okay? You had a lot of opportunities to get in this trade. They were presenting themselves a lot of times, yeah. Problem is we don't have a top wick here on the 5. So we need to see a top wick. We have to see a top wick getting created first before we actually get a move down here. But essentially, just if you short now, it looks clean. It's around about it's only, the risk to reward's not too great, but I think it's definitely worth a setup here. Yeah, so that is the trade. I see a few more people did just join now as well. So essentially, we in 2 positions. We in a short for Bitcoin as well. We took the short based on the 5 minute. And then we only in the short here for Dogecoin. So we're in 2 positions. But let's see how this plays out. I think Dogecoin should rip here, to be honest with you guys. I don't see this not ripping to the downside. So let's see how this plays out though, because I would be interested to see if it doesn't, because for me, everything's pointing to the downside, yeah. There's nothing really telling me that price is gonna pump up here. The only problem is we don't have a top wick on the 15 minutes here. So the problem is like the top wick, if you have a look here, there's no top wick, right? I'll have a look on CoinW to see if there's a top wick, but let's see. Yeah, on CoinW there is a top wick. So that's okay. It's a small top wick though, but there is a top wick. Eleven minutes until the 30-minute closes. Yeah, so once the 30-minute, I mean, if you look at the 30-minute, I don't see there's only downside really, right? Unless somehow, let's have a look on the 4-hour here. I mean, how far do we have to go back here to see some type of movement here? The problem is, right, most of that has been taken out by like all of this gap here. Yeah, you can't even go back that far because Dogecoin rips so hard. So we'll just keep it on the 5 minutes, yeah. Looking good. Love bearish days. Yeah, I also love bearish days. It's a nice thing with trading. You can trade both ways, you know. Yeah, so let's see how this plays out. Let's see how this plays out. I mean, the problem is, like I told you guys, the 15-minute doesn't have a top wick, and that's my main concern, right? But the 30-minute does, and the 1 hour has a beautiful top wick, but there's still 40 minutes, so let's see. Let's see. There it is. It looks like it's about to rip here. Let's see. So what we're gonna see happen here? I think we're just gonna see a massive rundown here. 0.7826 is the level that needs to be held. Okay. Once we break this level, I think the price is just gonna rip. I don't see it not ripping. Okay. It looks like it's starting to rip a bit, which is obviously a good sign. Broke the lows. Let's see how this plays out. I want to wait for that 30-minute closure, because the 30-minute closure is going to tell us if we should stay in the position or not, right? Obviously, the 5 minutes and the 15 minutes, you know, we broke lows, but this top wick over here is just, I think we're going to have to create a top wick first, which is okay. I mean, it's nothing crazy, but essentially, this is the setup. 3 minutes. Let's have a look at the 3 minute. I don't ever trade the 3 minute, but let's have a look here. Yeah, so pretty much that is the setups. If you guys did just join, we obviously short on Bitcoin as well. So we're in 2 trades, yeah. So we took a short based on this. I mean, it was just quite a basic trade, to be honest. Nothing too crazy. Break below this trend line, sells below. So yeah. Do you guys have any questions about these trades? Let me know. I can obviously run through them again, but yeah, I don't see this coming up here. We'll keep an eye on the 1 minute though. Let's have a look here. We need that yellow line to break, right? Essentially, we need a 5 minute candle to close below this level. The problem is we're not closing below this level here, okay? So this is our support. Oh, sorry. This is our support, okay? But, oh, this is actually very, very juicy here. Now we've created that top wick, okay? Which is what we wanted, right? Ethereum, I mean, Dogecoin didn't have this top wick before, okay? So before, what we had was we just had this massive rundown, okay? So there was no liquidity that was grabbed, right? But now it's starting to grab some liquidity, and as long as it stays below this zone over here, then we should see price come down, okay? But if it doesn't stay below here on the 15, then I'll look at maybe exiting the setup. But I mean, for me, it looks clean still because I was waiting for that top wick from the beginning, and that was probably my main reason about that. But the 30-minute needs to close bearish below here. If it doesn't close bearish below here, then obviously it won't. It probably won't hold. Let's see. We need to wait here for how long do we need to wait? We need to wait 7 minutes. Yeah. So it's important to just be patient. I did take the setup. I could have taken some partials over here, but it's all good. The stop loss is only up here, which is it's only a 7% loss. I'm using 10x, right, for Dogecoin. So I'm only risking 7% on this trade. Right. So there's no point of me feeling like, this is going to hurt my financial decision or financial freedom in terms of like my money in my account, because I'm only risking about 7%, right? So as long as price stays below this level, it should be good. Let's see. We need to wait for this 30-minute closure, right? If it doesn't close below this level, well then it's probably just going to carry on ranging until New York session, and then we have FOMC tonight. So yeah, it's gonna be a crazy day. But like I said, I mean, the market's been terrible today. Like there's no trades. There's been terrible trading days today. Bitcoin still, I'm still in the shorts from 29,200. Can you explain how to decide what leverage to use on a particular trade? Yeah, sure. So basically, how I look at it is quite different, right? So I look at it in terms of percentages, okay? So for Dogecoin, like this range over here, right? From here to here, this is what I'm targeting, okay? It's about a 1.29% range, okay? So, and we know with Dogecoin, it's got high volatility, right? So because my range is small, but the percentage is 1.2%, so this could easily get taken out. So I'd probably use a lower leverage than like if I was trading Bitcoin, because if Bitcoin, for example, right, if we go back to Bitcoin here, I'm targeting a 0.39% range, okay, compared to Dogecoin over 1%. So I'll be using more leverage for Bitcoin just based on that, because it wouldn't make sense for me to use it like a 10x on Bitcoin when I'm only taking out a 0.39% range, if you know what I mean. So it's important to just look at the percentages and make a decision based on that, right? That's how I look at it. It's mainly based on like the particular setup as well. But look at the difference between your entry and your take profit and take that percentage, and then also your stop loss, right? If you have a 0.7% stop loss, then obviously it's not that big, right? So you can do a 20x or a 15x. But with Bitcoin, you can actually go higher to like a 30 to 40x because of my stop loss is only, what is it? It's only 0.13%, right? So if I use 10x on this trade, I'll be making 3%, 4%, and I'll be losing 1.3%. Okay. So I mean, I would never take a 10x on Bitcoin. It just doesn't make sense because I'm trying to take out such a small range. Yeah. So I hope that makes sense. And also Bitcoin just doesn't move, so I don't even know why I'm trading it. I don't. Bitcoin's been frustrating me lately, to be honest. It's just the ranges are so small. So I've been trading a lot of altcoins. I hope that made sense. But what we're waiting for now is just that 30-minute closure. Once we get that 30-minute closure, we'll make a decision, and then I will call this the end of the stream. It has been around about an hour, so yeah. But yeah, if for instance for Dogecoin, like obviously, if you look at the volatility here compared to Bitcoin, it's way more. So you do need to take that into consideration as well. So percentage and volatility would definitely play a role in working out your leverage. But yeah, it's mainly based on, like, my rules are mainly based on percentages. If I'm going for a 30% trade, right? More of a swing trade, I'm not gonna put 40x because um, my stop loss is gonna be way bigger, and let's just say my stop loss is like 6% on a 30% trade, right? What is that? That's one risk to reward with 1:5, right? So if I put a 40x on 6%, right, and I get stopped out, it's 240% gone. So you have to look at the percentages. It's important, right? And obviously, if you're day trading, also different. Swing trading, you're going to be using 5x and 10x mainly. I mean, you can use a 20x and just let the trade run for a couple of days. And if you keep putting your stop loss to break even, you can't really go wrong. Can't really go wrong. My screen is frozen at the moment. Yeah, it's Wi-Fi. Sorry, it's been terrible lately. Okay, the 30-minute closed. Let's speak about this. Closed bearish. Obviously, we were waiting for that closure. We actually wanted a closure below this level at 0.07866. Did we get it? No, we didn't. But I'm still gonna stay in the setup. The reason being is we didn't take out these highs. Okay, we haven't taken out those highs. But if the next 5-minute closes below this level, on the chart here at 0.7872, sorry, 0.7866, I'll probably add to this position. Okay, what I mean by that is I'll add another position below this level and then try to take out these lows again. Okay, so yeah, let's see. This 5-minute needs to close below there. But as long as we're not taking out these highs here, it's still bearish, right? So yeah. But I think I'm gonna call the end of the stream. Yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy. That Bitcoin trade is running quite nicely now. It is dropping a bit, which is what we wanted. Dogecoin might take a little bit of time. I don't like the look of these wicks, to be honest. The 30-minute needs to create this top wick first before we come down.